Hey folks, quick video from Daddy Rabbit. I want to get on here right quick and let you all know that more than likely I'll have a medical update, probably Saturday afternoon. I'll what is it? Okay, I will probably go ahead and do a medical update on Saturday afternoon, unless something horrendous happens, and I'm not expecting anything horrendous to happen. But either way, uh, whatever the procedure that's done Friday, uh, I probably won't be coherent. So I'll get on Saturday and do an update. Um, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully, Saturday it'll be the end of all this, and then I can go back to work. Because according to my employers, they're holding my job. So unless something happens, that I can't control, then I'll be going back to work within 2 to 3 weeks, hopefully, and then we'll go from there. I didn't know if I was clear the other night when I uploaded, letting y'all know what would be going on. But so, regardless, like I said, they're going to run a heart cath up in me and shoot dye into my heart, and then they will decide what procedure to do. If they decide to do nothing, well, then I'll be discharged on Friday, from what I understand. If they keep me, if they do stents, then I will be there at least until Saturday, because apparently I have to lay on my back for X amount of time. I don't know how many hours. And then I'll stay till the next day and I'll be discharged. If they do anything besides that, I have no idea what time frame we're looking at. I mean, worst case scenario, they do open heart. We don't want open heart. Best case scenario, they do stents, because I do know they're saying one of the arteries they know that is blocked is called the widowmaker, and that's the artery on the backside of your heart, and we do not want that one blocked. Are you gonna stop? Yes, he's gonna stop. And they will put stents there, and unless they just totally got it wrong, and which I guess is possible. They put stents in that artery, and then I will be able to resume life as normal. So yeah, that's what we got. That's what I know right now. And I'll be honest, this has been rather difficult for me. I mean, I don't know anything about this. I know about blood clots, and I get those occasionally. And now with all this crap going on, I don't know a whole lot of anything. Some of y'all, I mean, like, look, I've had aunts, uncles, parents all have open heart, and I'm dealing with a touch of congestive heart failure as well. And if I kick the bucket, I know one person's going to make about $600,000, because I've got my life insurance tied to them, and I'm pretty sure they could use the money. I know they don't want me to croak, but that makes somebody's life pretty easy. But yeah, that's all I really know. I don't expect it to be a problem. A year ago or a year and a half ago, I weighed, I don't know, Well, let me put it like this. When I first started out up here, I weighed about 310. And right now with the water weight, I got about 30 pounds of water on me, which ain't a whole lot. It is a lot, but it's in volume, it's not a whole bunch. So they'll put me on a diuretic. It'll drop me down to about 310, 305. Oh shit, 210 or 205. I don't weigh 300 pounds anymore. And then we'll just go from there. I was going to run by the gun store, and then I checked the time, and I'm not going to be able to today. I'll have to go tomorrow, but I'm going to run and eat dinner with Yard Sale 308. Some of y'all know him. I wish I could schedule these better. I know y'all like to get on here and converse and all that, but the way my life is anymore, I never know when I'm going to be able to do a live feed. And to get back on a time schedule, I'd have to be dedicated. And I'll be honest, I'm not. So when I upload this, y'all see it tonight or whatever, whenever y'all watch. But that's what I know. And I wish I knew more, but I don't. It's just going to be a wait and see game. I got to be in Knoxville, Tennessee, Friday morning at I think 8:30, and they're going to do blood work, and then by 11:30 I'll be in La La Land, and they'll be sticking that stent into my groins, what they're telling me, and then we'll just go from there. Of course, I won't know anything because I'll be knocked out, which I'm all about because I just should not be awake for it. But when they wake me up, they're going to tell me what's what, And I'm taking a buddy of mine with me that's been in the medical profession about 32 years, and he'll be with me. My ex-wife will not be available that day, which is fine because all she'll do, bless her heart, is sit around and cry. I don't have any kids, and I was married, dated her 5, married 25, so 30 years with the girl. We get along fine. We don't have a bad relationship. We just can't be married anymore. But I'm glad she's not going to be there, actually. And of course, when I come out of it, I'll call her and tell her whatever. But I'm taking my boy with me, and he, when they start talking doctor terms, I just get him. So doctors use the $75 words that they learn in medical school, and then he translates them down to about 50-cent words that I'll understand. Because I don't understand any of that shit when they're talking. And then he'll translate it to me, and then of course then I understand. That's really all I know. I mean, you pretty much know everything I know at this point. And they're not talking percentages. They don't know yet until they shoot that die into my heart, and then they'll be able to tell me something realistic. But I'll be honest. I haven't had an episode this week of the getting nauseous and the dizziness, and I'm very thankful because I'm a nervous wreck. I'm surprised I haven't had a stroke yet. But my camera's okay. There you go. Now you're straight. But that's all I know, and so I'm gonna switch the subject. I'm watching what y'all been watching on TV. Now I hadn't been watching probably as much as y'all have. But something I want to bring up. Holy shit, they're on both sides of the road. In Tennessee, we got a law. If you're sitting on the side of the road, even if you're just an individual, we're all supposed to get over before you slow down. If you see workers, you're supposed to move. So I moved for the truck, and there's 2 workers on the side of the road. So all this stuff going on with Israel, and I'm gonna say something, and please don't come after me because I'm just throwing this out. There's such thing as green screen, and I hate to sound like a kook, I really do. But anymore, when you see something on TV or the internet, you really don't know if it's true. You just don't know. And so before I'd go off half-cocked and pick a side. You really, really might want to do some investigating. I mean, I know they're bombing the shit out of them. I know some people over there, and I know that's happening. But the one thing that I heard, and I didn't listen to a whole bunch of it, was supposedly Hamas had killed some children. And granted, everybody says, so they're terrorists or whatever, and they very well may be. But you're in a country, I think they said the size of Manhattan, which ain't very big. And to me, if you kill a bunch of kids, you should know for sure they're going to kill you. Now, and they should. Whoever, it don't matter which side. If Israel kills Palestinian children, I hope they blow the shit out of Israel. And if Hamas did that, I hope they track them all down and put one in their grave. But I just don't, I'm sure they do over there. I'm sure they don't think nothing about killing kids. But the one thing I wanted to point out was, if you kill children of the opposing side, you should know for sure that they're going to kill all of you, period. So I don't think, and I could be wrong, but I don't think they did it because they want to wage war. And if you start killing children, the other side is going to show no mercy, give no quarter. They're going to hunt you down. They're going to hunt all of them down and kill them. So I just find that hard to believe that they did that. And I could be absolutely wrong. Maybe they did do that. But because you heard it on the news, we all know now that don't mean shit, because we all know they'll lie to us. And while they're telling you the truth, and they're lying through their teeth. And you got to look at something else, like, right, okay, so they're trying to prosecute Donald Trump, and they don't want you paying attention to that. They keep coming up with drama. Every time they do something, they come up with drama. See that truck way up there in front of me? They must be hauling gravel, because it is hitting my car. So, I try to take everything with a grain of salt, because as soon as something bad starts happening, they do something else to get our minds off of it. And everybody knows Americans' train of thought only lasts about a week. So if they keep us busy for a week, they'll know we'll forget about what's going on with Trump. So you might want to be thinking about that just a little bit. That's just my opinion, and what the hell do I know? But that's just my opinion. But I got to get away from this truck. Man, wow. He's pelting my little car. Stay back 200 feet. I was back 200 feet. It didn't work. So anyway, you might want to keep that in mind. That where, as soon as all this trial stuff happened, we're going to Israel. And I'd say, and the American people are, and even the preppers and all that, everybody's guilty of this. As soon as, there's so much propaganda all the time anymore. I don't believe pretty much anything I see on TV, I don't believe. I just don't. Even if it's on the internet. Since they got AI working and green screen, you have no idea. And now with the AI, apparently they can generate, like they can just whip Donald Trump up out of on some program and have him say anything they want him to say. You have no idea if it's him or not. And so with that technology, I just don't believe anything. I really don't. And it's sad, but it's true. I don't believe the technology is so advanced now that I just do not pay attention. I think it's a load of shit most of the time. And here we flip this around. So, oopsie. I just don't believe it. And so, y'all can do what you want. Y'all can believe what you want. And like I say all the time, I don't watch television. I do not watch television any longer. I haven't watched television unless I go to somebody's house and they got TV. I don't watch it. I do not keep up with that shit. To me, it's mainly trash, and it's not entertaining anymore. Yep, man, I need to shave. But being off from work and being a confirmed bachelor, I don't have to shave. So I don't a whole lot anymore. And please forgive me, because I know to me I look like a hippie. To you all, I'm sure I don't, but to me I do. But so what all's going on in the world, I would take it with a grain of salt. I really would. Because like I say, you have no idea if what you're seeing is true or false. And let's see, who is that? Good afternoon, sir. Invisible Society. How are you? I was talking to a gentleman a while back. Pretty sure he was a sovereign citizen. And I mean, each his own. I'm not a sovereign citizen by any stretch of the imagination. And even he said, he said, I try to watch TV, and he said, I can't anymore. Our generation, we're raised up watching cowboy movies, war movies, all that. And he was saying, and he was older than I was. And he says, I try to watch TV, I try to watch the news. He said, I don't know what's true anymore. And I said, well, I believe that as well. But honest to God, I've watched I say I don't watch TV anymore. There's two television shows I watched religiously until they went off the air, which was Sopranos and Sons of Anarchy. And when that was done, that's the only thing I watched. For me to turn on the TV, it'd be to run YouTube through. And I still watch YouTube, of course. But I don't watch television. So for all you people that watch whatever and pollute your mind, and I hate to say it like that, but it's the truth. Wear it out, I guess. I just don't. I can't stomach it anymore. Woo. But I'm going down and eating dinner with Yard Sale and spend some time with him. Some of you know who Yard Sale is, some of you don't. No one I know watching TV. It is obtuse. I haven't heard that word in probably 20 years. Did you use another word for it? Somebody else said something the other day, and I hadn't heard it so long, I had to ask them what it meant. And because language changes, and younger people, bless their hearts, they're ignorant. And not dumb, just ignorant. And it just blows my mind. When I was a kid, when I was in grammar school or junior high school, that'd be middle school to some of y'all. My mom, she said, you want to be as smart as you can be. Every day read a couple pages out of the dictionary, and then look for different words that mean the same thing. And I did for the longest time. And I actually found that interesting. If I still had an old school dictionary, and which I do not, I'd probably still be reading it. Because the older I've gotten, my vocabulary's gotten real small. And I used to speak very good, proper English. I'm probably going to lose my signal for about 30 seconds here in about 10 seconds, and then I'll come back up. Because when I leave the county, usually, when I enter Roane County, I lose my signal, and I just entered Roane County. So if I lose my signal, know just to come back, because I will come back up. But so when I was younger, I had a large vocabulary, and the older I got, like I said, I spoke proper English. And of course, once I became grown and did not have, I'm gonna lose my signal here in a second, and my mother had no control, then I became, I sounded more ignorant, which was easier just to talk Southern, you know. And I used to irritate my mother to death, but I might sound ignorant. I'm just not as ignorant as I sound. I'm just lazy. But yeah, read the dictionary. I usually, instead of being on YouTube, I'm on Google all the time. I'm reading to do with anything. I'm reading about penguins or polar bears or just ignorant shit all the time. Keeps me entertained. But I do believe we have reached the point of technology where the common man is screwed, because if it's not the government, it'll be advertisers. We'll be getting fed so much bullshit that you'll have no idea what's true or false anymore. I believe that. So I just really don't pay attention to a whole lot of anything. But that's just my opinion, and you know, my opinion's worth 2 cents. And you know, I just worry about what's in front of me, what's in my house. I don't care. I mean, I do care about what's going on in our nation and the world, but like I said, there's so much bullshit attached to it anymore that I don't pay attention to it. I really don't. If it doesn't directly affect me, I don't have a dog in the fight. And I don't sweat it. Ooh, golly, the congestive heart failure is sucking the life out of me today. And I can tell it's worse because, as a rule, I like doing a live feed or having a conversation. I'm good for about an hour, and then I start getting tired. I'm 23 minutes in, and I'm starting to get tired. So I've lost 2/3 of what I had 10 days ago. That's why I don't mind. As my mama used to say, I can talk to a fence. But, you know, I would much rather have what's going on with me, let's say, than cancer or something, you know, that's horrific. You know, not everybody gets cancer and dies, but I think it's harder on your body. But I never thought I'd have heart problems. I mean, all my family's had them, but, you know, I didn't smoke. I don't eat a shit ton of grease. It's not like I eat biscuits and gravy every day. You know, I mean, I don't eat gravy by any stretch of the imagination. That being said, I'm still in better shape than my siblings. My siblings are in horrible shape. I do have siblings. I say I'm an orphan all the time. I've got siblings. I just don't talk to them. And I got chastised by one a while back. Said, you know, I wish you quit saying we're assholes. And I told him at the time I talked to him, I said, you're being very nice right now. I said, you're not being an asshole right now. And they told me, we're talking out both sides of your mouth. I said, no. I said, right now you're being decent. And then they got mad because I'd moved. And I said, well, you've got my phone number. They had my phone number. I said, you never call, you never check on anybody. So why should I tell you I'm moving? You're not going to know it. They used to tell them all the time, I could move out of town, y'all would never know it. I was gone 3 years, 3.5 years before they knew it. You know? Who needs family like that, you know? Actually, the only reason my name came up is I called to see if anybody had died, you know, and they're still living as far as I know. There we go. So, yeah, that's more information y'all needed, but it is what it is. I'm passing a scout camp, Boy Scout camp, Camp Bucktones. I spent every 4th of July weekend there for 5 or 6 years. Best time of my life. I learned how to be a man. I was talking to a service member. I can't remember what branch. I mean, they were Army, but they were either a Ranger or a Green Beret or something. They were Special Forces. And I told them, I said, well, what made you who you are today? And I guess for them it was Special Forces. And I said, well, that's great. I said, but I was a Boy Scout. The guy kind of snickered. And I said, yeah, well, the difference is when you're a young man, you need something or someone to hammer home all the things you need to do to become a man. And anybody that's ever been in Scouts knows that's what scouting is about. It's not necessarily camping and hiking and all that. It's to make you, it's to prepare you to become a better man. And all the guys I was in scouting with, I think one has passed away and the rest of us are still alive. And we all turned out to be pretty good people. All but one. And he chose the path that he went down. So there's 2 of us. There's 2 of us dead. And the one gentleman chose to be a criminal. He chose that. He didn't have to be. He chose it. And I think he ended up dying of AIDS. And he got what he wanted, you know. And he wasn't a bad kid, but he just decided one day he wanted to be a gangster. I say a gangster. He ended up being a thief is what he ended up being. But he's dead and gone now. And then another one passed, but we're all ended up being pretty good people, all of us. And it is what it is. Well, that's just about the end of my little spiel today, because I'm about to where I need to be, and I'm gonna jump off from here. But see, now every time I come down to Yard Sale's house, I have to really study which exit. And I've been down here many times. You think by now I know where he lives. But the exits screw me up. Something fierce. Woo, doggies, I cannot breathe. But if you got any questions or comments, to leave them. I usually respond. And it's crazy because I don't sleep a whole lot anymore. So no matter what time you respond, as a rule, I'm pretty close to. You might not get a type response, but you'll get a thumbs up or a heart or something. I do read every comment I get, and I do try to respond to everybody. I hate YouTubers that, I don't know, I guess they think they're movie stars. You'll make a comment, they'll wait 6 months to respond, and then you have no idea what you said because it was so long ago. I hate that because they're not that busy, trust me. Is this my exit? It is my exit, thank goodness. Anyway, for all the people that's praying for me, I appreciate it. For all the people that's left me good messages, I appreciate it. For the trolls that probably want me to kick the bucket, I could care less. But that's just what I got. I know a lot of y'all be watching this tonight, and I'm sorry I don't do live feeds where y'all can participate, but somebody said something a while back, why didn't I do this? Somebody said stay frosty. Yeah, roger that. Definitely stay frosty. We'll see. You know, I got to get through this procedure. They got to run this stent up in me, and then they'll tell me what I got to do. So I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna eat shit until Friday. I'm getting in all the bad food. I'm getting ready to go eat spaghetti. And with the type 2 diabetes, I'm not supposed to eat spaghetti, and I know that. But I haven't had it in such a long time. And Yard Sale 308 makes really good spaghetti. And I called him yesterday, and I said, you'd be a really good friend if you invited me down for some of your spaghetti. We kind of laughed about it, but I said, I like your spaghetti. So he invited me down because he knows, just like I do, that's a dish that I won't be eating anymore, or will be eating very rarely. And that I think I got mustard on my shirt. And I got a heart monitor on right here. I'm gonna tell you something about the heart monitor, and then I'm gonna go. So this thing stuck to me, kind of looks like a dog bone. Oh, they're checking the left ventricle something on my heart. That's what they're concerned about. Whatever that is. If some of y'all know, then you can put it in the comments. I don't know shit. But I know the left side of my heart they're concerned with. And the Widowmaker on the back of my heart. So, what was I going to say? I'm so old, see, I got to get off track and I can't remember what I was going to say. Oh, well, don't know. It's gone. Sorry. But, no, we're good, and it'll be what it is, one way or the other. No matter what the doctors say, I'm just going to tell you right now, I eat shitty. I do. You know, when I was younger, I ate because I had to. But as you get older, there's some things you like better than others, and you know, and the things I like to eat, I like to eat. And if it's shitty, then it's just shitty, you know. And I'm good with it. And when life gets to, and I've said this before, and I mean this for everybody, when life gets to the point where you hate it, like my mother wasn't supposed to eat salt, and she said, I'm going to eat salt until it kills me, and she did, and it did kill her in a roundabout way. Bless my heart. Well, bless her heart. But when it gets to the point where I can't eat anything that I like at all, well, then I'm just going to eat what the hell I'm going to eat. And if it takes me out of the world, then it just takes me out of the world. Because the older you get, you realize you're not long for the world, and you're here to enjoy it. You know, when I was younger, you had to eat, because if you didn't eat, you know, you'd pass out. Now that I'm older, I enjoy eating. And I'm going to enjoy myself. But, I mean, I'm not going to do something ignorant, you know, and hurt myself. But you got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy what the time you got here. And I'm going to enjoy it. There's only a couple things I still enjoy in life. I don't drink anymore. I said I don't drink anymore. I might have a beer with my dinner, but like go to the bar and go drink, I don't drink. What else? That's really it, you know. I'm going to do what I enjoy doing, and to a point, you know. Like I say, I'm going to try to do what the doctors tell me to do, but they get crazy, you know. And you have to decide, do you want quality or quantity? I'd rather have quality at my age, you know. I still enjoy pretty girls and firearms and some of the boy stuff, you know. Hell, I still play Call of Duty. But if life gets to the point where I can't do anything that I enjoy, well, then I would just soon go somewhere else, you know what I mean? So that's all I got for y'all. Hope everybody has a blessed day. I really do. I hope you're all having just a great day. Go out and do something fun. Can't work all the damn time. But anyway, more videos coming soon. God willing, and the creek don't rise. That is my 2 cents. And please remember, your glasses always half full and never half empty. You keep praying for me, and I'll keep praying for y'all. I love y'all. I really do. I wish y'all the very best. And do what you enjoy. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. If I can hit the button.